In our last program, we have seen that how can we pass a structure variable to a function. In this program, we are going to see how can a function return a structure variable, just the opposite thing. Let's see the codes. So here we have a program which will show us how can a function return a structure variable. So what I have done, first I have included the required header files, then I have declared the structure, and the structure name is what? Studinfo. It has three members: long type variable role, one character array name, one float type variable marks. After that, here in this line I have declared the prototype of the function we are going to have in this program. So here you can see the function name is what? Function name is modifunction. Any other name can be given, but here I have given this one, modifunction, and it is a parameterized function, so its parameter is one structure variable. And what is its return type? Its return type is one structure variable. Therefore these two words, these words are being used to declare its return type, struct studinfo, as our structure name is studinfo. That means this modifunction method will return one structure variable, as its return type is a structure variable. And which structures variable it will return? This studinfo function. So I hope this is clear. So here modifunction is the function name, and the parameter is a structure variable, and its return type is what? One structure variable. So this thing is indicating the return type of the function. So in the main method, what I have done, I have declared two structure variables. One is s1, another is s2. And after that, what I have done, I have entered the name, role and marks, and using the first structure variable s1, I have stored these values to these variables name, role and marks. After that, inside the main, what we have, I have displayed before calling that modifunction method. So s1.name, s1.role, s1.marks, all these values will be displayed. So whatever we have entered here, all these values will be displayed. And this is very important for our program. You see here what I am doing. S1 equals to modifunction s2. So modifunction s2, here I am calling that modifunction method, and I am passing the second structure variable s2 to that method, and whatever this modifunction method will return, that will be stored to this structure variable s1. Alright, so this line is very important because you see the modifunction method is going to return one structure variable after it's working, and that structure variable will be assigned to this structure variable s1. Let's see what is happening. So when this line will be executed, program pointer will be shifted to this modifunction method. This is the modifunction method, you can see. Alright, now what will happen in this method, here I have declared a structure variable s2. So I'm just initializing some other values to these variables name, role and marks. Whatever I had entered here, name, role and marks, those values already we have displayed in the main method. Then we have called this modifunction method and passed this structure variable to this method. Now using this structure variable, I am just initializing some other values to these variables name, role and marks. So obviously whatever I am initializing here, when I will display these values, those values only will be displayed. So here the name is something different, roll number is something different, marks is something different. So whatever I have initialized here, all these values will be displayed while displaying these variables. After that, this function, as it is going to return one structure variable, so this function is going to return the structure variable s2. Alright, now you see the value of S2 will be stored to S1. So after returning back to the main method, when this function execution will be completed, program pointer will be shifted back to the main method, where here just the next line of that function calling line. And here, using our old structure variable, we are displaying the value of name, role and marks. Now the fun is here, you see some other values we have initialized here. Those values are stored in the structure variable S2. So when this function will return S2, the value of S2 will be copied to S1. So using S1, that means the old structure variable, if we display the value of name, role and marks again, whatever the values we have entered here, those values will not be displayed. Instead of that, the values we have assigned here, these values will be displayed, because here the values we have assigned using S2, as this function is returning S2 and S2's value is going to be copied to S1. So using S1, when we are displaying the value of name, role and marks, whatever we have assigned here, those values only will be displayed, because now S1 and S2, they are containing the same values. So I hope this is clear to you. So this way a function can return a structure variable. I hope this is clear to you. In case any doubt, let me know. Thank you. Now let's see the output of this program. First I would like to compile this one. So I'm just compiling it. You can see that there is no error. So I'm just executing this one. You see it is asking for the name, so any name can be entered. So I'm just entering, entering a name. Roll number is this one, marks is this. Now you see I have entered these values in the main method. So before calling that modifunction method inside the main method, we are getting these values, same values, whatever I have entered, it is displaying those values. After that, when we call that modifunction method, then in modifunction method I have initialized some other values. You can see name is something different, roll number is also something different, and marks is also different. And inside the modifunction method, as we are assigning these values, we have displayed those values there, therefore these values are being displayed. Fine. After that, modifunction method has returned a structure variable, and that structure variable was copied into the old structure variable S1. And after returning the main method, returning to the main method, when using S1 we are displaying the values of name, role and marks. It is displaying those values whatever we have assigned in the modifunction method. Whatever we have entered in the main method, those values it is not displaying. Instead of that, the initialized values inside modifunction method it is displaying. So this way it is working. I hope it's clear. Thank you.